On today's video, we're going to discuss why so many people in the Raleigh area are choosing to buy new construction homes instead of resale homes. Hello everyone, this is Chris Morton, real estate broker with the Morton Bradbury Real Estate Group. Without further ado, let's get at it. So 57% of our buyer clients today are choosing to buy new construction homes. That's up from 37% last year. So that kind of begs the question, why are so many people choosing to go the new construction route versus the resale route? Well, there's a lot of reasons, including people just want a brand new clean home. I jokingly say that you want unused toilet seats, and hey, let's call it what it is. It's true. You want that new home atmosphere, the fact that no one's used the home, no one's walked on the carpets with shoes on, all of that sort of thing. Another great thing about new construction, you don't generally have to worry about repairs. Most everything in the home is brand new and therefore hasn't been used, worn out, any of that sort of thing. Now, that being said, we tell all of our buyer clients, and we are telling you as well, always get a home inspection. Even when you're buying new construction home, it eliminates all the surprises, and anything that is sort of defective, you can catch it before it's actually your home. Makes it a lot easier to get it replaced, repaired by the builder versus having them come back and schedule an appointment while you're living there and all that mess. Another great positive of new construction is that there's a home warranty. So if anything is defective or happens to fall apart during the first year or so that you own the home, the builder's going to come back and replace it. If the shingles are defective, that's not going to be money out of your pocket. The builder will send out the roofing company. Roofing company will fix it, replace your shingles, because you have a new home. You have new home warranty. And sort of along those same lines of everything being new, that means it's very unlikely that you're going to have to deal with all that maintenance, repair, replacement stuff on the big ticket items like the heating and air system, the hot water heater, or the roof. Those are the big ticket items that people have to budget for, and oftentimes there are unexpected catastrophes happen with. You're not going to have to deal with that when you buy new construction. Another really great thing about new construction homes today is you're getting all of that modern technology and conveniences in the homes. These include things such as electric vehicle hookups that you don't have to install yourself after the fact. Lots of builders are doing that right off the bat. Lots of builders are putting in these scullery, messy kitchen type rooms in the house, and these are sort of like mini second kitchens that you can use to put all the dirty dishes in or use as a prep area. Very popular, and something we really recommend you look at if you're considering buying new construction. As well, you're getting modern flooring like these engineered hardwood floors on the high end of the market, or luxury vinyl plank in the mid-range to low range of the market. These are amazing floors. Builders in general are kind of doing away with a lot of carpet, and we all know carpets can get worn out and dirty, etc. Luxury vinyl plank is mostly waterproof, and these engineered hardwood floors are very much water resistant and dog nail resistant. So really a win-win for today's homeowner that these new modern floors are coming online. As well, you're seeing things like Ethernet ports being a very common thing in most of the rooms. With people working from home so much these days, high-speed internet is very much a thing, and so you get these Ethernet ports where you just basically have to plug in and there you go. And along those lines, with a lot of new construction homes, you're getting fiber internet. So all of the different vendors out there, AT&T Fiber, Google Fiber, Ting, all of those, they concentrate their efforts on new construction neighborhoods first in an area. So if you're moving into a new area, it's likely that you will have high-speed internet in that area, where down the street, a resale home will not. So not always a guarantee, but definitely a positive, and definitely helps if you're working from home. As well, you're going to get that technology where you have the TV hookup above your fireplace, which is a great place to mount the fireplace versus having to have a piece of furniture on the floor, that kind of thing. Lots of builders are doing those tubes that you have a portal at the top of the fireplace that goes all the way down to beside the fireplace. So you can put your TV above the fireplace, run the cord and HDMI cable through to your smart box that's sitting on the floor. Really cool technology there. And as well, speaking about technology, it doesn't always have to do with just like high-speed internet and things like that. It could also be the new technology with building materials like shingles and roofing technology. technology and new energy efficient appliances that are going in the homes, the new insulation that's going in the homes, all those things stack on top of each other to make your electrical bill much, much cheaper than a lot of the resale homes are seeing today. Another great thing about new construction, you're getting the modern design. The open floor plans that a lot of people are looking for are pretty much the norm in new construction homes. As well, you're getting drop zones where right off the garage, you're going to have an area to hang coats and put shoes and all of that sort of thing. Really, really great technology there that's become really very much the norm in new construction these days. As well, those messy kitchen sculleries we talked about earlier, those are getting very, very common, and those are common things that you see in today's modern floor plans. As well, we're even starting to see these secondary foyers that are like Amazon package delivery areas. So what this means is you end up having this access code keypad thing that the delivery driver can access, open the door, put your packages inside safely, it closes behind them, and then you have access to get the packages out, and package thieves don't have access. So really, really cool innovation there that's coming online and becoming more and more common. Other positives of new construction, you're getting the latest trends. So all these things I just talked about with the messy kitchen scullery and the Amazon drop zones and package delivery areas, those are the latest trends, and that's what you're seeing in the new construction. Obviously, you wouldn't be seeing that in the resale because they would not be the latest trends, but that's something that if you're into the very bleeding edge of things, like where you live, that could make new construction better fit for you than someone looking at a resale home. Another huge positive of new construction, you get to choose your own floor plan. If you absolutely have to have all your bedrooms on the second floor, well, that's something you get to control. You pick the floor plan that has all the bedrooms on the second floor. With resale, you kind of have to get what you can get, especially today where inventory is so low. You may not have all of your wish list met, whereas new construction, it is very possible to have a lot or all of those wish list items checked off and met. Another great positive of new construction, oftentimes you get to choose your own lot. So you have a bunch of options for where to build your house in a neighborhood. You may want to be close to the neighborhood amenities, like if there's a pool in the neighborhood, you can choose a lot closer to the pool. You may want to have complete privacy and want to be in the back of the neighborhood. Well, you can choose that lot. Maybe you want a wooded lot. Well, you can choose one of those lots. So oftentimes when it comes to buying new construction, if you catch it early enough, you get to choose where you live. Another positive of new construction, you get to choose your own finishes. So if you absolutely have to have a specific color of countertop, with new construction, that is much easier to handle than going out and trying to look for a resale home that has the dream colors that you want in countertop. Obviously, you can replace out the countertop, but a lot of people don't have the funds or don't have the energy or desire to start ripping things out of a resale home. New construction home, you move right into what you want the home to look like. Plus, in this day and age, one huge advantage of new construction is builder incentives. Builders are paying closing costs. Builders are paying interest rate buydowns, where your interest rate, instead of being 7% and on and on and on at 7%, is in actuality like 5% this year, 6% next year, and then goes to the 7% in the third year, and ideally by then interest rates will have come down and you could refinance. So these are things that you're getting with the builders that you're still not seeing most of the time in resale homes. Bottom line, these incentives are things that make it possible for you to get into a home by going the new construction route. Another great positive of new construction, you're getting a more functional floor plan for you. In general, a lot of the resale homes have strange, wonky rooms that go in weird directions. Whereas in comparison, today's floor plans, because of the modern technology that these architects and designers have, they're able to manipulate the home and use 3D renderings and walkthroughs before the home is even built. So they're able to move walls to make the home more efficient. That's why you walk into a new construction home, you realize there's so much usable space here. It's because they've designed it so well. That's something you're getting in new construction that you're not getting oftentimes with a resale home. And we can't forget, speaking of efficient floor plans, so many people work from home today with remote jobs that you have to have some dedicated space for remote work Today's floor plans allow for that. Builders allocate space to be home offices. That just wasn't a thing back 10 years ago, 20 years ago with resale homes. So that's kind of a disadvantage of the resale home that you're getting on that new construction home. And of course, we've already talked about it a little bit, but homes today are much more energy efficient than they were in the past. That's going to be a huge advantage and functionality of the home today versus a home that's 10 or 20 years old. Another positive of new construction versus a resale home is that with new construction, you're going to likely use the builder's lender, who in general has a little bit more flexible terms than what you're going to see with an outside lender, meaning it's going to be easier for you to qualify, easier to get the transaction worked out through the builder's in-house lender than you would generally see with an outside lender. And so we should probably take a stop right here and remind you, we beat this drum all the time, do not ever go into a new construction neighborhood without your own representation. That person that's working at that neighborhood model works for the builder. They do not work for you. You need to have your own representation in this process. My team and I help clients every single day buy homes. We know what we're doing. We know what tricks of the trade there are that these builders are trying to pull, including those in-house lenders. Oftentimes those folks will have junk fees built into their offer for you to do financing. My team and I have a lot of experience looking over those spec sheets to see what kind of fees are being incurred, and we can go back to the lender, go back to the builder and say, we are going to have to use an outside lender if you can't get rid of these fees. They're excessive, and we work for our clients. We need to do what's right for them, and these fees are not part of that deal. So we've talked about all the positives of new construction. What are some of the negatives of new construction? Well, the first big one you probably can imagine is, by and large, most new construction homes are being built on the outskirts of town. If you want to be in downtown Raleigh or downtown Fuquay-Varina, or really any of the downtowns in the Raleigh Triangle area, you're probably going to pay a lot of money. Like in general, most of the homes going on right now, being built right now in downtown Raleigh or midtown in Raleigh, are starting at like $1,500,000 by and large. Now, there are some townhomes that are smaller that you can get into for less money, but if we're talking detached homes, we're talking a pretty penny. So one of the big negatives is, in general, you're going to be looking in some of the suburbs or some of the outer areas if you're going the new construction route. As well, another big negative of new construction, along with the home being built way further out that you're going to have to drive into town to get anything, the lot is going to be smaller. So a lot of the lots that you see in resale homes in the cities are fairly decent sized lots. It wasn't until the last few years that lots started getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And so now with new construction, it's likely you're going to have not only go to the post office to get a postage stamp, you're likely to be living on one as well. Another big negative of new construction, you have to wait for it to be built a lot of the time. If you're a person who's into immediate gratification, new construction may not be a good fit for you, because likely you're going to be waiting 4 months, 6 months, a year, sometimes 18 months or 2 years for your house to be completed. That's not always a great thing for someone who's really ready to get down to the Raleigh area to put down roots, and maybe kids go to school and work and all that sort of thing. You may have to be stuck in temporary housing for a little while. That's never fun to move twice, but it is a reality if you're buying new construction. Your home may not be done in time. You may have to be somewhere temporarily, and delays and all that fun stuff. So if you're not willing to wait, oftentimes new construction may not be a good fit for you. Another big negative of new construction, there's a lot of bad builders, shoddy builders out there. And we've talked about it a lot on this channel. And again, this is another opportunity for me to toot my horn and my team's horn. We know who the bad builders are. We are going to highly recommend that you put those bad builders on your preferred builder lists. That we prefer you not to go work with those builders. There's a lot of shoddy builders. You only need to work with the good builders. It will pay off in the end in resale value and less headaches for you. Another negative of new construction, you're likely to have to outlay some money once you move in. I'm talking about putting a fence up, likely buying a refrigerator unless the builder's throwing the refrigerator in, washer and dryer unless you already have those. With resale homes, likely if you absolutely need to have a fence, you can buy a house with a fence. If you have a need for a refrigerator, you can ask the seller to leave their current refrigerator. Same with the washer and dryer. Those are personal property. They're not always left with the homes, but you can ask for them. It never ever hurts to negotiate it into your deal. Then you're not outlaying a lot of money unexpectedly after you move into the home. Another big negative of new construction, you could easily have cost overruns. The builder's materials could go up in price. He could tap you on the shoulder and ask you to contribute some more money. That would be an unexpected fee that you would have to incur. As well, you go to the design center and you could go a little hog wild and spend more money than you should at the design center. Always know that you need to rein yourself in when it comes to design center and be prepared that there may be cost overruns on the builder side of things. That happens in new construction. That doesn't happen with resale because you know what you're getting, you know what you're paying for. Another big negative of new construction, the landscaping is young and you have those squiggly little trees. The builder plants trees and bushes and all of that sort of flowers for you and all that sort of stuff, but they're not going to be mature. It's going to take a few years before you have nice blooming trees and bushes and all that sort of thing. On the resale side of things, by and large, you can control where you buy and what the yard looks like. So that's less money you're going to need to spend out of your pocket to put in a nice mature giant tree or bush or whatever, because it's already there. Another big negative of new construction, if you're buying in a neighborhood, it's likely you're going to be living in a construction zone. Unless you're in a tear down situation where all the other homes around you in a downtown area are already done, or unless you're buying one of the last few houses in that phase or in the entire neighborhood, you're going to have to deal with going through the construction zone with nails in your tires and hammers and saws and noises and all that stuff from 8 a.m. to 5 or 6 p.m. every single day. That is something you would have to get used to, whereas on the resale side of things, likely you're not going to have extended periods of construction noise going on. And another negative of new construction, you can't usually negotiate very much with the builder. My team and I have had some success lately being able to negotiate prices for our clients, but by and large, most people are going to pay what the sticker price says on a new construction home. With resale homes, there's always the opportunity to negotiate, especially if the home's been on the market a while. Again, with new construction, likely that is not going to be the case. We should also say that this is part one of a two-part video we're going to do. Second part is why resale homes might be a better fit for you. We'll be coming out with that very, very soon. And so if you're considering a move either into or out of the Raleigh area, my real estate team and I would be honored to be your agents of choice. You can email us at hello@mortonbradbury.com, give us a call on the number below, or click on the link in the description. We'll be happy to help you get things started. Check out this video. We think you're really going to like this one as well. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.